Alright, hey everyone. In this lesson we are going to continue with the inequalities. And yesterday we learned how to solve inequalities using addition or subtraction. Today we're going to learn how to solve inequalities using multiplication or division. Okay, so multiplication, division, properties of inequality. Case 1, there are two cases here. So if I multiply and divide each side of an inequality by the same positive number, the inequality remains true. So for example, if I have 2x is less than 4, then I would have to divide by 2, I get x is less than 2. If I have ax is my algebraic expression is less than b, same thing, I would divide by a, get x is less than b over a. Right, notice how everything's the same. It's like solving a one-step equation. Same thing if it's division. If I have x over 2 is greater than or equal to 2, I would multiply by 2, I have x is greater than or equal to 4. If I have x over a is any value, it could be, right? I multiply by a, get x is greater than or equal to ab or ba. Okay, so why don't we try example 1 and 2 together and then graph it. X over 8 is greater than negative 5. Graph the solution. Okay, well, if I have divide by 5, so let me multiply by 8. I have x is greater than negative 40. So if I were to graph it, my variables on the left side, is it an open or closed circle? It looks like an open circle, and it's going to the right. So negative 40, go by like negative, like tens, right? Keep it simple. Open circle going to the right. Alright, example number 2, I have 3x is less than or equal to negative 24. Divide by 3, get x is less than or equal to negative 8. Okay, so negative 8. Oh, 1. Variables on the left side, closed circle going to the left. Negative 9, negative 10, negative 7, negative 6. Closed circle going to the left. Alright, so now we're going to go into case 2. So if I multiply or divide each side of an inequality by the same negative number, right? So far we've multiplied or divided by positive. The direction of an inequality symbol must be reversed for the inequality to remain true. Essentially, you have to flip the inequality. What does that mean? So for example, let's do 2 here. I have negative 2x is less than 4. I would have to divide by negative 2, you get x is greater than negative 2. So notice here how I divided by a negative number. So that means I have to flip my inequality. My inequality goes from less than to greater than. Alright, so for example, in algebraic terms, if I have negative ax is less than b, divide by negative a, you get x is greater than negative b over a. Same thing goes with division. If I have, let's say I have x over negative 2 is greater than or equal to 3. Right, I would multiply by negative 2, get x is negative 6, but something, remember, you have to flip it. So this inequality goes from greater than or equal to less than or equal to. So if I have negative a, if I have x over a, but negative is greater than b, I would have to multiply by negative a, x is less than or equal to negative ab. So let's do a couple examples together. Example number 3, let's do this. I have y divided by negative 3, so I have to multiply by negative 3, so y is less than negative 6. Don't forget to flip your inequality. only the sign. Okay, so for example, now let's take a look. As my variable on the left side, check, open or close circle, open, going to the left. So let's graph it. -6, -5, -4, -7, -8, open, going to the left. All right, next example, -7y is less than or equal to -35. It's 5 by -7. Okay, y is greater than or equal to 5. So all that matters is the number that I'm dividing. This number right here does not matter. So if that could be positive or negative, it is irrelevant. The number that I'm multiplying or dividing has to be negative if I have to flip my sign. So is my variable on the left? Yes. Open or closed? Open circle going to the right. 5, 6, 7, 4, 3, closed circle going to the right. Okay, awesome. So why don't you try on your own 1 through 6. Put on Edpuzzle. Remember, don't worry about the graph. Just do your graph on your sheet of paper, but then only put this solution onto Edpuzzle. And then afterwards, fill out your level of understanding. If you have any questions, we'll go over it on the next school day. Bye, everyone.